Hello and welcome to a random raggy gardening video. So here I am in the garden, as you can see. I think this is a foxglove seedling. So the thing with gardening is that you never know. There's seedlings that grow that you never really know, and obviously the ones that you do know, you pull them out, but the ones that you don't know, you leave. And you just, let them grow a bit. Don't let them go to seed, because then you get more issues. And that's the thing with gardening, never to let anything go to seed, because that's when you get thousands of the little buggers. And so I'm in my garden. I've not weeded it for a few weeks, to be fair. And just picking it. I mean, that's actually, and I picked it out wrong now. That's actually a lobelia grandiflora. So lobelia grandiflora is like a big, large blue, not like your normal lobelia that you see in hanging baskets. It's not that type of lobelia. And it's the thing with gardening. I mean, it's like these here. These are self-set grasses um, that I don't want in the garden. So this is Uncinnia, and they're self-set from seed. And that in your garden would grow lovely, but in my garden, I don't want it. And that's the thing about gardening, you know. Oh dear, move along. So, more weeds that have actually gone to seed. Last thing I want when you're doing the garden, to be fair. It's weird, it says live and it's got 114 minutes, 45 and then 19. Weird. So, have a spot of weeding. And as you can see down here, so dahlias, these are dahlias coming along. More dahlias here and here. Some nice Verbena bonariensis. And again here, a nice dahlia in flower. And all good stuff. So you see, if you look down there, you see these. These are those Uncinnias that I was on about a second ago. And these are self-set. These can be dug up and put somewhere else. Again, I'm sure that's foxglove, so I don't want him. I don't want this blooming clover stuff. I can never remember the name of, but this here is actually a green euchera. Can't remember the actual name of the euchera in question, the variety. So many, you know. And there, my Primula denticulatas, these here, growing really well. And sometime, probably September time, October time, when the seasons change a bit, I'm going to split them, gently prise them apart, make probably about 4 from each one, probably take them to work actually, and grow them at work. We've got a cesspit area at work that's, it never goes wet. And you can imagine if there's 4 weddings in a week, it's really boggy. So primulas love water, as do dahlias, to be fair, like this little fella here. They love water, and the verbenas do and all. So the cesspit area is absolutely top notch for them, because they'll be able to do as they bloody please. So I'm moving down. It's very hard holding the camera and talking at the same time, as you can imagine. So these here, gazanias, and yeah, lovely flowers. Lots of deadheads though, as you can see, lots of deadheads. And there's more of that clover stuff that I can't remember the name of, to be honest. You know, just because I've been a gardener for 30 odd years doesn't mean I know and remember the name of every single thing in the garden. What I do know is I don't want him in the garden, so he's coming out. That little fella there, oh, yeah, that to me looks like an Aquilegia. So we'll leave him in, see how he grows. And here, this again, not him, but oh, it's really hard with camera angles. Yeah, this here, if it's showing up on the camera, that again is another Lobelia cardinalis. Sorry, grandiflora. So big blue or white flowers, absolutely amazing they are. And again, as you can see here, more gazanias, and a lot more deadheading to do. So I've got quite a bit on, and I think that's Nottingham's Alan Titchmarsh, sort of. To be fair though, he was a council gardener like myself, so you know, he came from humble backgrounds, got lucky, you know, went into TV. I don't think I'd want to go into TV like he did, but I ain't got the thing for that sort of thing. But yeah, sometimes with weeding, it's not about ripping every last little weed up, because sometimes if you know it's a weed, then like that's a weed. I can't remember the bloody name of it, but it's a weed. But some of the stuff in your garden, you'll look at it and you won't know what it is, and sometimes it's a good thing to just let it grow. And also it depends what you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. Now you see here, this, if I bring it close to the camera, it only looks small. I already know that's a myosotis, forget-me-nots. Now forget-me-nots, in some people's gardens, they love them. I absolutely bloody hate them, because they just go on and on. Your soil sieving again. Good afternoon. God, you do like your gardening. You need someone like, pity you didn't live near Nottingham, to be fair. You need someone like me there. Have a beer, do the garden, job's a good one. And sad thing is, I actually enjoy gardening. You know, it's not just a job, it's a hobby. And to get paid to do the thing you actually like doing, you know. And if I wanted to be a manager, I'd have been a manager. But one, I can't stand politics and all the backbiting. That's why I do gardening. And especially working on my own, because I'm my own boss, so I don't need to worry about what other people do. And I always push myself, so it makes for a better gardener. But yeah, soil sieving, ouch. See, my soil, if you look here, you can see that on camera, this is what's called a sandy loam. Are you planting your hops? Bless you. I've actually got some hops growing at Cockcliffe. Yeah. So that is a sandy loam. If you look at it, there's what was in there then? You can see the sandy elements to it. Getting it on camera is not easy. And it goes solid, but it crumbles. It's absolutely the perfect soil. Just someone like me to have the perfect soil. Although it does go dry as well. You know, it's not that perfect. But then again, no soil is. You know. Sure, that was dog shit. So on this side, sell some self-setting eucharis just here. And there you go. Like I say, I can't remember the name of them. They have a lovely white flower on them. Eucharis have got loads of different things. But here, lots of weeds. Now you see that weed there. Yep, that weed there is actually a lobelia again. So I only want to pick out the weeds I don't want in, the seedlings that I don't want. I mean, I know that's a forget-me-not, so I don't want that in the ground. There's grass and all sorts, and it's all good fun. And you know, sometimes if I don't know what the weed is, if I don't know what the seedling is, I mean, obviously some things you can tell straight away, but if I don't know what it is, and no one's perfect, no one knows everything. Those people that think they do are talking out the backside. But you know, sometimes it's best to let it grow and see what it transpires into. That there looks like a silver birch seedling. Yeah. There's no silver birch around here as well, but that does look like a silver birch seedling. That's the last thing I want in the garden, bloody trees growing. And as you can see here, the gazanias just here. Look at the deadheads on there. Absolutely tons of them. So that's my job. To deadhead the... there we go. It's really hard doing it live and actually deadheading at the same time. But yeah, let's remember that, you know, with gardens, that builders just bury everything, and builders don't give a monkeys. And they're the worst people, because what you'll find with most gardens is you have to go up the ways. It's no use trying to go down the ways, especially in a lot of builds, because you're just hitting brick rammel all the time. And that's sadly, that's the case. My mother-in-law, her garden, they can't go down. It's absolute just brick rammel. You know, brick, grass, everything. So the only way to do is actually to go up the ways. Not that you can see on this camera. Here we go. If it's my screen or what. So yeah, they have to go up the ways, which, as you can imagine, it's not easy, because the only thing you can do is have raised beds or put a hell of a lot of soil on top. But even that, the expense of putting more soil on is a pain. And then you've got to be careful of what you're digging up, because obviously there's the drains. It depends over the drains. Wow, that bloody pipe's hot from the hot tub. Yeah, it is a bit awkward and a bit hard. So yeah, gazanias, beautiful flowers, absolute swine for deadheads. There you go. That's better. You can actually see the gazanias now, and weeds in them. Bless you. And yeah, thing is, the more you deadhead, the more flowers you get. Pain in the arse that it is. Right, that's it for this video, I think, because it's too awkward to do videos and do gardening at the same time. Cheers everyone, see you soon.